And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Today we are watching Ghana versus Uruguay, World Cup Group H ending match, following the score of South Korea Portugal. It's the only one I'm going live for today, and I'm also only doing a recap of the group stage, predict the knockout stage. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. Like I was gonna be perfect waking up this early during the freaking World Cup. I woke up at freaking 8:45. Had to get everything ready, write down the 11s. Probably wasted a little bit too much time finding what I was going to wear, but So I'm sorry for being a bit late. It wasn't a Pumas Barcelona moment, but that's life. Yeah, I missed the first minute. We're 3 minutes in. Because them jackasses didn't put up the giant World Cup for some reason. So I had to write down the 11s. But Uruguay going forward. Here's a chance. Darwin Núñez. Ooh. That could be a foul. All right, starting 11s. Quickly. Lawrence Atizigi for Ghana in goal. Right back. Alidou Seydou, center back. Daniel Amarte, Mohamed Salisu. Left back, Baba Rahman. Center defensive mid, Thomas Partey, Salis Samed. Right mid, Mohamed Kudus. Cam, Andre Ayew. Left mid, Jordan Ayew. Striker, Iñaki Williams. Uruguay in goal, Sergio Rocher. Left back, Matias Oliveira. Center back, Sebastian Coates. Center back, Jose Jimenez. Right back, Guillermo Valera. Left mid, Jordan de Arezqueta. Center mid, Rodrigo Betancourt. Center mid, Fede Valverde. Facundo Pellistri. Right mid, striker, Luis Suarez. Striker, Darwin Núñez. The aforementioned Darwin Núñez. Captains, Ayew and Suarez. There we go. This is actually doing better, and all I got to do is oversleep, I guess. Lovely. We're doing good. Transparent Ghana badges on Google. Send it to me and I'll use it. If they get through, send it to me and I'll use it. Or Wall. I don't know. And Roy was right. And it was a little bit later, but I was cutting it close. But Ayew, 5th minute, 0-0. Settle. What's up, Hans? How we doing? Because he's the president of FIFA. That's why he spoke. And oh, by the way, he got reelected unopposed. So we're going to have 4 more years of that jackass. I hate it just as much as you do. Two Group G matches today. Group H matches to start. Group G matches. Goal Portugal. Portugal score. 6 minutes in. Jeez. Andre Horta. Jesus. Or Ricardo Horta, not the Andre. I was like, how the hell did this guy? Ricardo Horta, sorry. Not the same Horta who played for LAFC. You played yourself. 6 minutes, 10 minutes awake, and yep, I played myself. His name wasn't it though? Point is, Horta scores. They put on somebody off the bench. 1-0. Jesus, South Korea sucks this year. Seek logo. Okay, yep. Okay, thank you. I'll use that one. If they go through, which, as it stands, they would be. Uruguay has to win. Ghana draws or wins, they're through. Uruguay has to win. Portugal's already through, and they are on 9 points as it stands. I love Iñaki Williams through Athletic Club Bilbao, but always have a soft spot for Ghana ever since Luis Suarez stole from their entire country. Let's just realize that Ghana could get the biggest revenge in this match. Let's just realize that Ghana could knock Uruguay out of the World Cup and pip them to get out of the group as well. Just imagine. If they win or draw, they knock out Uruguay. Over the top. So right now, they're through. If they lose, Uruguay wins. They get through. But Uruguay has to win to get out of the group. Portugal right now are in first. But even if Ghana were to win and Portugal lost. No. Now that Ricardo Horta, different Horta. Different. Yeah, Wikipedia sometimes screws it up. Suarez likes Ghanaians, but with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Come on now. Keep up. See, I made that mistake first. 8th minute. Here comes Uruguay. Up the pitch. Facundo Pellistri. Not your Facundo. Man United Facundo. Who could have been a Toronto player, but they didn't get him. I remember those days. 9-4-2-1. Ninth minute. At least it was a day where I barely had anything planned. Suarez, foul. Suarez gets called for a foul. Tenth minute. Really, I'm surprised that Silence of the Lambs joke didn't land. Wow. That's shocking. But I have to say, with the Christine Sinclair statement yesterday about Merritt Paulson, does that make it seem like everybody didn't really, like everybody at the Thorns who wasn't affected didn't really care or didn't want him to sell? Isn't that kind of what that statement kind of showed? So maybe I'm not going to speculate, but I wonder what that means. Wilkinson leaving. She doesn't want to work under a new owner, or is it she just wants to get out of there? I'm not completely sure. That's shocking. 11th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Pretty shocking. You are a Manchester United fan, so it worked out for you either way. Makes you wonder. 12th minute. Ghana's a great team. I really don't trust Uruguay. My bracket's going to be busted for sure. Mine was already busted. Rhian Wilkinson could have a job elsewhere if she decided maybe to leave. I don't know, though. Yeah. It just seems wild, this whole this other turn in the situation. Like, I get thanking the owner of a team when they're leaving if they've given you an opportunity. I get it. But sometimes you just got to read the room. Let's change Darwin Nunez. Nope. Oh, no. Sometimes you got to realize people, when they're about to sell on and leave, sometimes you got to realize that maybe people don't want to hear that shit. Playing forward. Playing forward, Ghana. Ghana playing. Oh my God. Uruguay scores in the last 312 minutes of the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel's next gig. I say German national team. After what happened? You know what? Yeah, the German national team. Yeah, sure. I could see it. 14th minute. It's 312 minutes. Hold on. 90 plus 90 plus 90, 180. That's over 3 matches. Yes, he was. No, I don't. 90, 120, 134, or 180, 194. With that being said, there we go. Ghana playing forward. Shot saved by Rocher. Kudus can't get there. Goal kick. 15th minute. Damn, Uruguay's. I bet no bot today. Oh no, it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. Yeah, I guess so. Cheez-It or Doritos? Well, there's no Cool Ranch Cheez-Its, and I normally don't eat Cheez-Its, so Doritos. Possible penalty. Possible penalty for Ghana. Oh, my word. That was pretty soft, but okay. Yeah, I see it. They just brought it up. I don't believe it. I need to see this, but for me, Doritos. Because they have Cool Ranch, and I normally don't eat Cheez-Its anyway. Doritos. Offside goal, South Korea. Human Son. Damn. Are we going to have another wild match? Are we really going to have another wild match day? Or at least half of it? Because we don't know how wild Group G will be. But we still have some chaos. You know, these decision days for each group are amazing. They're going to VAR. They're going to VAR for the possible penalty. Let's see. The goalkeeper did trail back and hit Kudus' legs. That is true. But he did trail back and hit Kudus' legs instead of getting the ball. That could, yep, actually, yeah, I see it. Is it controversial? Yes, but I see it. I think it is. I think you have to go with a penalty. I've seen more close actually getting the ball and then the player gets taken out being a penalty in games. So I think this is a penalty. Penalty. Penalty for Ghana. Yep. Yeah, I figured. Suarez was arguing like he handled the ball again. Did you notice how Siebert gives the penalty to Ghana? But did you not notice how Suarez is freaking arguing like he handled the ball again? Are you kidding me? Ghana. Andre Ayew to take. The former Swansea City man. Andre Ayew will take the penalty, and Uruguay is losing their minds. This is payback for 2010 for Ghana. Yep. It's so fitting that their last group match was Uruguay, and they have a chance to, as long as they draw, they knock them out. But if they win, they still knock them out. Goal differential-wise, they would still finish second if they win. Portugal, Ghana, but Ghana's damn good. They shocked me. By the way, let me write that out. Penalty Andre Ayew. Andre Ayew to take the penalty. The former Swansea City man. Andre Ayew can make it 1-0 to Ghana. They were already in second place, sitting. But if they score this penalty, they could be on the way to having a worry-free day. 20th minute, Andre Ayew. The former Swansea City man. Seibert blows the whistle, tells him to go on. Ayew. Slow run up against Roche. Takes the shot. Save. Big save by Roche. That was a horrible penalty. That was a legitimately horrible penalty. Wow. Corner kick for Ghana. Still in second with 4 points. That might not matter. The penalty. They have been the better team so far. Elfaf is reffing Ronaldo. He better get used to it if he knows what's good for him, because it would probably be better for him to go to MLS than Saudi Arabia. But you better get used to it. Enjoy it. Enjoy Ismail Elfaf. Horrible referee. Okay, no, I can't be that mean. He hasn't been bad at the World Cup from what I've seen. He's actually been pretty good. He's actually been pretty good. I know, crazy for me to admit, but he's actually been pretty good at the World Cup. Or at least, whatever. Second Saudi team gets bidden for Ronaldo. Why is he going to Saudi Arabia? Jesus H. You can barely watch the Saudi league. I know this because Sebastian Giovinco went to Al Hilal, and I tried to watch him. It's hard. It's hard. I bet you get some money in behind to put it on freaking. Oh, by the way, DirecTV doesn't have beIN Sports, so that don't help either. 22nd minute. Arabian coffee is nicer. I've heard good things. I've heard good things about Arabian coffee. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really a coffee guy, but I'd gladly try it. Place for Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez! Nunes! Good clearance. What a clearance by Salisu. Mohamed Salisu gets in behind there on Nunes. And big save. Big clearance. Corner kick, but Ghana needed that. Ghana needed that. They cannot lose. Ghana cannot lose as much as Uruguay cannot hold on to this loss if they want to go through. Forward, that wasn't a penalty. Well, I guess that's why I was saying ball don't lie, right? 24th minute, 0-0. Portugal wins Group H. Ghana's the runner-up if results hold. Maybe I will. Portugal got an easy group. Well, nobody realized. Well, people thought Uruguay was going to be in Ghana's position. This is true. This is true. I think Fato Otto's first time the coach of Ghana has been, besides assistant coach of the Hamburger SVU 19 since 2010. I thought he's a pretty good coach. The thing about African football right now is they've got a lot of good coaches. So Facundo Torres of Orlando City be seen in the World Cup. I want to see him, but if Uruguay lose, they have 60 minutes to put him on. I don't know. And if they go further, I don't know if they play him in the knockout stages. Portugal have looked ordinary all tournament. Winner won't be in Group H. You could say the same thing about Argentina, though. You could say the same thing about Argentina, though. You could legitimately say the same thing about Argentina, though, that they've looked ordinary. Portugal and Argentina have both looked ordinary and mid, so to speak. Goal for Uruguay. Suarez! Header in! Arrasqueta. Georgian de Arrasqueta heads it in and finishes it. 1-0 goal. Georgian de Arrasqueta. Whoa. Uruguay are in second place now. Ghana is on the outside looking in. And South Korea, they've been horrible this tournament. Georgian de Arrasqueta is the first goal. '26th minute. Arrasqueta with a goal. Heads it in. Finishes it off. Now that's a costly penalty miss. Yep, it is. It is a costly penalty miss. Man, the Uruguayans are going to hate Uruguay after this. Not like they already didn't, though they do, but it's going to be even worse. The chance they could have paid them back, they blow it. They could. Goal for South Korea. Jesus H. South Korea goal. 27th minute. Off a corner. Kim Young-won. 27th minute. 1-1 South Korea. Wow. So that means they're at -1. Ghana does have 3 points. So South Korea is still in 4th place. That does not change anything unless they win by multiple goals. But that is a good goal for South Korea. 1-1. Off the corner. Young Gwon Kim. Here comes Ghana. Yep, 4th place. And Portugal's in 1st with 7, but this game doesn't, unless, well, Uruguay's winning, they have 4 points, so it doesn't change anything. Portugal's still in 1st. So after this live, I will just watch the Brazil game. After that's done and all the groups are ready, I will record my group stage reaction knockout round predictions. And I might be on 2 other things for knockout round predictions as well throughout the day. But no RSR for a game right now or today. The RSR is for group stage recap, knockout predictions. You might hear my knockout predictions 3 times. Ulsan Hyundai FC center back, Young Gwon Kim. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. Did he play against Tigres? I mean, when Ulsan played Tigres, did he play against them? Because that sounds familiar. I don't know where I can put my finger on it, but did he play against Tigres? '28, 29th, 30th minute. (1-1) the 30th minute between Korea and Portugal. Yeah, we're going to look it up. Tigres. There we go. Found it. No, he didn't. So I must have recognized his name from somewhere else. Not during the World Cup, because I haven't watched the South Korea game. Goal for Uruguay, 2. And Arrasqueta scores again. That's a brace. Wow. Wow. 2-0. Uruguay, 2-0. Showing their class. At the last moment. Ghana's in trouble. They're in trouble. Over the top. Suarez de Arrasqueta. Oh! Yep. Georgian de Arrasqueta scores a brace. 2-0. 32nd minute. Uruguay. What was my prediction for the group? For Group H, my prediction was... Hold on. Wrong one. Group H, Portugal first, Uruguay second, South Korea third, Ghana fourth. So Ghana did surprise me. Damn near getting out of the group. But wasn't meant to be. South Korea's been horrible. All that for Uruguay to face Brazil. Yeah, they're about to get ripped apart, aren't they? Brazil actually might... All I've seen so far is Brazil might actually win the World Cup. They weren't joking. They're damn good. And they have not looked weak at all in 2 games. They have definitely been kept at bay, but that's all you really can do. And if you don't make them pay... But just because you can keep someone at bay doesn't mean they look weak, you know? Or doesn't mean they're weak. But at some point, you'll break. They're already going to make a sub. Uruguay. For Rodrigo Betancourt is coming off for Matias Vecino. Not bad. At least we'll rematch against Argentina in Copa America. They looked damn good before playing Germany. This is true. In 2014, Brazil looked good before they played Germany and then proceeded to get pumped 7-1. This is a good point, but all it takes is one bad game. I don't know if this Brazil squad is capable of a bad game. But then, 2018, they looked pretty unstoppable until Belgium rocked up. So this is true. Maybe this is some normal with Brazil. They look unstoppable until they get owned. But I do think the difference between this Brazil team and years past is Neymar isn't really a one-man team. You know? I felt like Portugal during the Uruguay game, they really turned the corner. Yeah? All I'm going to say is Neymar, back the last couple of World Cups, he was pretty much the guy with players that could back him up, but he was still the star. Now, it's not just Neymar. It's not just Neymar. They have Richarlison. They have a lot of good players. Richarlison, Casemiro, which should have played against Belgium. That probably would mean they would have won that game. But, not that I wanted them to, but looking back on it. But I don't think it's a one-man team when it comes to Brazil now. Vinicius Jr., of course. Yeah, Brazil could easily make the final. Brazil will probably finish first of Group G, which means Uruguay. So you would have Netherlands versus USA. Let's just say USA goes through Argentina, Croatia. I like Project Blue Lock, but no. And then Brazil. So you got USA, Argentina, Brazil, Croatia, Brazil. Argentina versus Brazil, most likely, in the final. Corner for Ghana. You know what? Brazil looks a lot better than Argentina does right now. That's probably a toss-up, but rest in peace, Belgian golden generation. Yep. Hey, Ron. Hey, Elias. How we doing? Youngwon Kim played for Gamba Osaka, Guangzhou Football Club, Omiya Arja Football Club Tokyo, and now he's in Ulsan Hyundai FC. That's what Gamba Osaka, Omiya Arja, and Football Club Tokyo. Yep, that's why I recognize his name. That's why. Of course, I love Japanese football, the J League. What'd you expect? What'd you expect out of me? The fact that Canada beat Japan and Japan beat Germany and Spain. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Canada bottled it. From the 10th minute of that Belgium game on, everything just unraveled. Like a cat playing with a spool of thread. Everything unraveled. I don't know what you want me to say. We bottled it. Canada bottled it. I don't know what you want me to say. Everything unraveled. Absolutely everything. When Davies missed that penalty, it just all started unraveling. It was just crap. Just clown show after clown show. No, the Japan game was the European players with some MLSers. The Bahrain game was MLS, and they drew Bahrain, and I was pissed about that. Remember? Still here. I went live for both of them. Their 9th minute. Sorry, it is what it is. Atiba was to blame, too. He should not have started against Croatia. Atiba Hutchinson should not have started against Croatia. He's fought injury. He barely played Besiktas before the World Cup. His legs are gone. And Croatia freaking ran him ragged. Playing Atiba 3 days after his first match is pretty stupid. I agree with that, but sadly, one of the defenders we could have used playing in Europe chose to play for England. Judas, talking about Fikayo Tomori, pulled to Owen Hargreaves. So this is how it felt back in 2001 when Owen Hargreaves chose to play for England. Okay. This is how it felt. All right. Saved by Roche, 40th minute. Definitely. Upset with Ghana, they bottled it. Have you seen the movie from last year called Tomorrow World? The very beginning shows Brazil versus France at the 2022 World Cup final. I mean, it's possible. And I haven't seen the movie, but if they get it right, if they call the final like 3 days before the final, I'll go find that movie and watch it. I'm sure it's on some streaming service that I have, whether it be Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Tubi, Pluto. It's got to be on something. I'll find it. Let's see how accurate. Because actually looking at the tracker, it can happen. It can happen. We're going to say finishes first. Yeah, it could happen. But the thing is you got to see if that movie was made before the draw. Was it made before the World Cup draw? Well, it was last year. So, yes, no, it was made for the World Cup draw. Yeah, it was a shot in the dark. Not really, but it's France and Brazil. It's not really a shot in the dark. But, see how accurate. It'd be crazy if that happened. 31st minute. Paramount Plus. I almost forgot to say that. Yeah. The Tomorrow War. Oh, the Tomorrow War. Brazil or Argentina win the World Cup. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I hope they play England in the final just so England can cry again. I know it won't happen, but, That means Southgate stays in England, though, doesn't it? If he takes them to the final, doesn't it? I don't know. Spain actually has a pretty clear path to win the World Cup. USA Netherlands tomorrow. Yep. Knockout stage starts tomorrow. We got 4 matches. or we got 8 matches, 4 lives / RSR reviews, then yeah, I remember what you said. Never trust English people and work in a European football competition. Chris Pratt is the main actor. Yeah, I like Chris Pratt. That's good. That's good. Spain wanted an easy route. Turns out it'll probably be on Disney Plus, ain't it? Real Madrid have set laws for Mbappe if he joins. I wonder what they are. I've never heard set law. To turn from a freaking prince to a prisoner, yeah. He should stay at PSG, to be honest. Turn from God Emperor to a prisoner. That's just sad. God Emperor to a prisoner. 44th minute, 2-0, 2-0. Rumors been spread around. Manpower's Mbappe's getting arrogant. He'll be put in his place at Real Madrid. And to think you probably did all of this just to force a move. Yeah, Mbappe is a jackass, isn't he? I never liked him in the first place. Like, I could have seen where this was going. Cross in, over the top, header in. That's going to go past. I could have told you exactly where this was going from day one. I never liked Mbappe. Never did. Okay, let me rephrase that. When he went to PSG, I knew he was going to... He always had a mentality where he would get a giant ego if he really started succeeding. When he went to PSG, he started building it. Then when he won the World Cup, and what, was he like 19? Like, he was younger than me than I am right now when he won the World Cup. It was either 18, 19, 20 was Mbappe, right? This man has been the best in the world, or one of the best in the world, since he was a freaking barely an adult. Yeah, of course he'd be a nut. Of course he'd be a jackass. All the perfect conditions were there. Now, Real Madrid coaches and players will discipline Mbappe probably more than he has in his professional career. If he tries to be arrogant because he's a world-class talent, he will be dropped or benched. This is true. Suarez is going to the Galaxy, right? He's linked to the Galaxy. I don't know if he's going. 8 minutes of stoppage time. He is leaving Nacional. Probably will be going to the Galaxy. They could have used him when he went to Nacional, but hey, at least they're getting him now, possibly. I mean, still, that front three, Jovic, Chicharito, Suarez. This is true. This is true. But he wasn't an ass when he was at Monaco. It was when he started winning with PSG and then won the World Cup where it just started to snowball. But you could tell that it would if he really succeeded. But as I said, when he was at Monaco, I did like him because I wanted Monaco to pull off that win against PSG. But you could tell that if you start succeeding at PSG and at the World Cup, it would snowball, and then it did. Here we are now. Exactly. I'll admit, Messi, I may be a Cristiano Ronaldo guy, which that may completely make me a hypocrite. I don't know. But the thing about Cristiano, yeah, halftime Portugal won, Korea won. The difference between Cristiano and Mbappe is that Cristiano knows he's one of the best footballers in the world ever. He knows that. But he doesn't use that. He may be a cocky footballer. He may believe in his ability, but he's not an asshole in real life. It doesn't seem like he's an asshole in real life because of it. Mbappe is an asshole in real life because of it. Time for Ronaldo to check the mirror at halftime. At least that's the way I see it. Cristiano still seems like he's a humanitarian. He still does charity. And you're going to say United States, but okay, no, maybe he is Mbappe, and I'm just a hypocrite for hating Mbappe. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe Ronaldo, Cristiano, and Mbappe are the same thing, and I'm coping. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. That was... I don't think Jordan Heidema is Mbappe's type. I mean, do I need to say it? I don't think that was true. Mbappe stole Jordan Heidema. I don't think that was true. 50th minute. I think that was just a joke that everybody ran with. But even then, I don't think Jordan is Mbappe's type. '50th minute. '50th minute, 45 to 50. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. 53 minutes is the stoppage time. We're at halftime with South Korea, Portugal. 1-1. 1-1. Facundo Pellistri is down. He got slapped in the face running for the ball. Yep. That is funny. – 52nd minute. We got a minute left. '52nd minute. Does Mbappe even have a girlfriend? Well, I mean, he does. I mean, does. Mbappe does. If you put does in air quotes. I think if Mbappe moves to a league where there are more world-class talents and well-established players and coaches that know their worth, he's going to look like a flop, yeah. Mbappe should go to MLS to achieve the American dream. Likes playing against defenders, not even good, yeah. That's halftime, 0-2. 0-2, Uruguay. See, Winvo's got it. Winvo's got it. Yeah, he should. If he plays at an actual good league. Halftime. We'll take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats at the half of this game. And we'll get it going. So sit tight. We'll be back. 0-2 Uruguay. 0-2 Uruguay versus Ghana. Uruguay sitting pretty. Portugal, 7 points. Last night, White Castle. And I'll do that again after this game. At a 20 pack. They're still good the next day, so. Yeah, 4 more after the game's over. So I'm going to be busy today. So I probably should eat in between the football. Or at least between the end of this game and game 2, and then actually doing my other videos today and making the streams and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'll eat 4 more White Castle later after the game. Sliders. It's not as good as the Crystals version of the sliders, but hey, you know, I got to do what I got. I got to deal with what I got. At least at home, there's mustard on White Castle. Or at least I can put the mustard on them. Actually, you know what? I'll probably just make 2 of mustard and then put ketchup and mustard on the other 2. Because of... See how that turns out. Well, that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. Sit tight. We'll be back. For the stats at the half, sit tight. We'll be back. Here we go. Back for the stats at the half. Back for the stats at the half. 3 shots to 5. 129 accurate passes, 74% to 187. 79%, 8 fouls to 7. No offside on either side. 2 corners to 1. 42% possession to 58% possession. 2 shots on goal to 4. 175 passes to 237 passes. 74% pass accuracy to 79. 18 throws to 11. 8 tackles, 1 to 7. 3 interceptions to 6. 1 block to 1. 7 clearances to 6. 1 save to 2. 0 yellow cards to 1. No red cards on either side. Uruguay's definitely came out the better team. Ghana started out hot, but once they missed that penalty, they sort of started to just fall back, and Uruguay took over, and they scored 2 goals, and they're just seeing this one out, if we're being honest. And they're going for more, but they're definitely also just seeing this one out. I don't see it. But Uruguay is the better team by now. They're pretty much easily running away with this one at this point. Second half, we'll see if Ghana can mount a comeback. All they have to do is mount a comeback, and they're into the next round. But will they, is the question. Oh, no. But we'll see. Ghana's still in it. If they score 2 goals, they'll be through instead. But yeah, I definitely see it. Mbappe gives off Russell. I don't see it, though, I should say. I don't see it. Like, Mbappe doesn't seem like a cornball to me. He just seems like a douche nozzle. I know people are starting to, well, Russell Wilson's still acting like he's a cornball when he might be a douche, but at least he tries to hide it. But we'll find out. BKL said it well. Second half started for Portugal. Jesus, not on already. I know they had less stoppage. They had like 4 minutes less stoppage time, or 2 minutes. So their 15 minutes have already been 11 when it's only been, don't feel like 11 minutes. Jeez. Last one. Be as good as Mbappe, but they could still teach him how to be a better. Okay, there we go. There are many players around the world that have a long career in football as a player or coach. There are players that are competent and hardworking and tactically disciplined. They may never be as good as Mbappe, but they could still teach him how to be a better professional. I agree with that. So we still got a good couple of minutes for this game. So Portugal is going to be way over by the time Ghana, Uruguay even hits stoppage time. So, but I agree with your comment, Daniel. There are a lot of players that could definitely teach. A lot of players that could definitely teach Mbappe how to be more professional. I agree with that. And be more humble. But at this point, I think Mbappe needs to damn near lose it all. Having McDonald's breakfast, that ain't too bad either. Can't even see him here. McDonald's breakfast don't seem too bad. I do love their hash browns. For me, when it comes down to it, hash brown patties. Oh, they have Argentinian games on Amazon Prime that are serviced by the Argentinian Federation. That could be useful at some point. Good to know. That could be useful. Portugal game in the 50th minute. That might be a problem. I don't think there's any other FS1 games besides this Sunday, so one day a Peacock and the rest on regular Fox. We should be A-okay. They drop FS1. Joke's on you. MLS is leaving your channel. I could care less. And CONCACAF Champions League, for that matter. Let's probably put it on YouTube. I could care less. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. And Peacock you can still watch the World Cup on Peacock and Telemundo. And regular Fox will still be there for most of the games. Joke's on you. I need to see this. Difference. All right. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Low, bro. With that being said, second half's about to start anytime now. 45. It should be starting any minute now. Second half of this Uruguay game because it's about 6. Yeah. Here we go. Bukhari and Kamaldeen are coming on for Ghana at the half. Which, make some subs. You probably should. Looks like there's going to be 3 subs, actually, for Ghana. No, Marte's back on. It was just 2. Here comes Uruguay. Trying to see this out to get to the knockout stages. Jordan Ayew off. Both the Ayew brothers are off for Bukhari and Suleimana. Uruguay has 2 windows, 4 subs left. Ghana has 3 subs left and 3 windows. Because the halftime doesn't count as a window. I mean, sausage egg muffin don't sound bad either, but the hash browns that McDonald's have are just awesome. I like hash brown patties over like shredded hash browns. Yeah, that's the word. I want Chinese rice. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad either. "45th minute. Portland Timbers should be back in the playoffs next season." I agree. So I agree with that. Toronto, I don't know though. I honestly don't think so. I think next season is going to be another wasted season. Unless they go on a freaking rampage in the offseason and add more than they get rid of. I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll be wasting another season, but Ghana past the post. Big shot past the post. I mean, coffee ain't bad in the morning. Roche is down. He got caught on the leg. I see it. Player slides in, catches Roche on the leg. Oh! Oh, he hit him in the... Oh. Wolff. Hopefully he was wearing a cup. I think the Red Bulls finally start spending now. Things are looking bright for their inner city rivals. I could see it. Portugal first, Uruguay second, Ghana third, South Korea fourth, as the standings are. Uruguay playing the ball forward. Ghana looking for 2 goals. 2 goals. If it's a draw, we'll send them through to the knockout stage. They still have a chance. Yeah, I can see it. NYCFC should make the playoffs again. Yeah. Oh, just bowled over. Kudus just bowled over. They don't even call that a foul. 55th minute, 1-1 between Korea and Portugal. Cross over the top. 48th minute. It's sad the red Mexico jersey wasn't shown in the World Cup. Oh, yeah, their away kit. You do realize that away Mexico kit was pretty much just a ripoff of the Rose City kit. Do you not? It kind of, that's the way it looked to me. Like they just basically took the Rose City kit, changed it up a little bit, and made a Mexico away kit. I think it looks nice, but I don't have the Rose City Timbers kit. But still, am I wrong? 49th minute. It would have been nice to see at the World Cup, but I'd still rather have the Rose City kit over the Mexico away, but that's just me. At least when Adidas basically copies designs, at least they're not so blatant about it. They wait a couple of years and then give it to an MLS club. I've never seen them copy a design the same year they put it out for another team. That was just, wow. Like, if you notice, NYCFC and Man United's last home kit, 2021-22, and NYCFC's home kit are very similar. That one is sky blue, one's red. But if you look at the collar and the arm, same jersey. But you couldn't really notice that unless you noticed that, you know? But I figured it out. It wasn't as blatant as the Mexico kit, the Rose City kit fiasco. Then you had Charlotte wearing Arsenal's kit from like what? The first year they were on Adidas? Since Bradley Wright Phillips scored 13 goals in 2018, Red Bulls have failed to find a striker that's competent at MLS level. Although I think the strikers they have could be excellent alongside a 10 to 20 goals per season striker as center forward. 10 to 20 goals per season should be Corey Burke. That's why they got him. I can see it. Both teams had 14 seconds of recovery time. Well, that's just what Adidas does. But I will say, Toronto has never. Let me rephrase that. I think the United's third kit last year, like the blue one with all the stripes. I think Toronto's kit, their home kit right now, and that United kit are very similar, if not stolen. That was a stolen template. Actually, I think. I think it has the neckline. It has all those the black stripes. which look very similar to what the stripes look like on that United kit, that blue one from last year. Which one was the third? Was that the third, or was it that blue United kit last year? I think so. I think that was used by another club. Had to have been. Over the header there. Oh, well, yeah. Toronto's away kit the year they won the Eastern Conference Final in Atlanta. That was a template, like with a, which I have and I've worn a lot, with those faint stripes, like the 2018 stripes, you know? Like it looked like some were clearer white and some were whiter. Like that kit, yeah. Purple Arms one. Guy wearing a Toronto Raptors hat was a Ghana fan. Nice. I wonder where our home games will be this season. I guess 60% will be at Yankee Stadium, 30% at Citi Field, 10 at Red Bull Arena. Yeah, and then, of course, Open Cup will be at Belson. And that should be it. And then, technically, you could have some home games other places if you go deep enough in Leagues Cup. I'm sure they'll have, like, a Vegas final or semifinal. Third place match. And if you're the home team, well, technically, there you go. But yeah, Toronto Raptors should be big in Africa because Masai Ujiri has the Giants of Africa program, trying to get basketball players from Africa to become more professionalized and get over to the NBA. So, and isn't, I think he is. I think Ujiri is, but let me see. Masai Ujiri. Nigerian Kenyan is Masai Ujiri. Okay. Still though. The Giants of Africa program. Over the top. Header. Offside. That'll be a free kick. 55th minute. How much farther? It's got to be about 6 minutes. 61st minute. So we're pretty much 5 minutes ahead or behind the Portugal game. So we should know that result as soon as we hit stoppage time. We should know that result. Rentschler Field is, well, let's just also remember Toronto used Rentschler Field once, or for like 10 matches in 2020. New York and Toronto have both used it. Rocher is down. And yeah, Yukon Stadium. Yes. Same stadium Toronto used during the pandemic. Players up, second minute, or 0-2. And Rocher's back up, 56th minute. Over the top, Uruguay, Darwin Núñez. be a goal kick. No foul. The game is starting again. It's been started for about 10 minutes now. Or restarted for about 10 minutes now. 57th minute. Or 11, maybe? 12? Yeah. NYCFC and Toronto both used Rentschler Field. Toronto used it in 2020 during the pandemic because they couldn't get back to Toronto across the border. So they had them play their games at Rentschler Field. NYCFC used it for CCL. VAR check. Yeah, I can see how that's a penalty. I can see that's a penalty. Yeah, I could see it. I'd lean towards it as a penalty, but I'd lean towards it as a penalty on Ghana, but I'd lean towards that it is, but I mean, there is contact on that bottom foot. I'd lean towards it. I say it is a penalty. I mean, no, with that angle. With a couple of those angles, no, it's not. I don't know. I mean, there was contact, but did it make Nunez fall? I'm not completely sure. Reach through the screen. Doctor negative. No penalty. No penalty. All ball, says the referee. I didn't see all ball, but okay. All right. So Ghana gets a slightly BS penalty, but Uruguay doesn't. Not that Ghana scored it, but still. I don't know. All ball. That is a really. He didn't even get the ball. He didn't get the player or the ball, frankly. But bad call. Hwang Hee-chan coming in for Korea. 60th minute in the Korea-Portugal game. That's in the gray area for sure. Yeah. Suarez gets a yellow card. Suarez ain't happy. I could see that. Don't forget about Belson Stadium over in St. John's University either. Good Lord, NYCFC truly are homeless FC. Yep. Wasn't Forlan playing because he didn't get called up? Did he retire? Is he still playing though? I don't think he retired. No, I think isn't Forlan not retired though? I could have sworn in 2020. No, he did retire. No, he did in 2020, didn't he? Because for some reason, Toronto FC was always linked to Diego Forlan. Always. Like it never ceased to never happen. Forlan is retired. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. It was 2020 because I remember somebody saying something saying, oh, so the Forlan to TFC rumors are finally over because he always got rumored to TFC. Like it never stopped. I don't know why he was rumored to TFC every time, but like every transfer window, every season, he was rumored to TFC. And every time I bit and got hyped about it, and it never happened, Forlan could have been the Dani Alves of Uruguay. Yeah, Forlan in his prime was great. Yeah. What other stadiums are soccer ready in New York, New Jersey? So that's the ones we talked about? I think we covered all of them. I mean, the Rochester, New York Stadium, whatever their stadium is, whatever stadium NYCFC2 plays at, whatever state Red Bulls 2, I don't know wherever they play. 62nd minute. Standards. I want to eat all the food in the world. I agree with you there. Yeah. I would love, yeah, all the food in the world, but I'm not eating weird thing. Well, no. Weird is subjective, I guess. I'm not eating no bugs. But saying I'd love to do a Anthony Bourdain type food trip, something like that. I'm good with that. 1,000-year-old egg, would you eat that? I mean, if eggs were real. 1,000-year-old egg, would you eat that? I mean, I've heard of people eating old eggs, like really old eggs, but I think 1,000-year-old would give you botulism, and if it didn't, I guess eggs aren't real then. Well, unless you time travel back to God knows the Mesozoic period or something, you can't eat a woolly mammoth. Think Mesozoic? Whatever. Prehistoric times, you can't eat a woolly mammoth unless you time travel back to prehistoric times. And then killing a woolly mammoth might just set off a butterfly effect because you're time traveling. So it's not worth it. If this result remains and South Korea goes up, Uruguay is out. Let's see. That would be goal differential wise. I don't know about the FIFA fair play points between these two teams, so they'll both be on 4 points with an even goal differential. Unless Uruguay scores. And there it is. Doesn't matter now. Oh, it's past the post. It went past the post. Just wide. I don't know about the FIFA fair play points between South Korea and Uruguay, so I don't know if they would go up over Uruguay. But they would be right next to them. Well, they actually have more goals scored than Uruguay. Actually, Suarez is off. Actually, South Korea has more goals scored than Uruguay. So if they end up winning, they'll have 4 points and more goals scored. So they would actually... Cavani, Pellistri's off as well. Pellistri and Suarez off for Cavani. That's their third sub. They have 2 more in one window. De La Cruz and Cavani are on. So no, South Korea would jump Uruguay because of goals scored if they win. So there you go. Due to overall goals scored. '66 minute. So that's 3 subs. 3 subs that have 2 more in one window. Ghana has 4 more in 2 windows. Sad time. 67th minute. And then Portugal would still finish first if South Korea were to win and go through. Varela down. Ghana still has time to find 2 goals, too. Have you ever had a mohawk? No. No. I never have, and I never will. I'm not going to shave half my damn head. If you wanted me to get a redneck haircut, I'd rather have a mullet. I'd rather grow a mullet than have a mohawk. I'd rather have a Joe Dirt mullet. That's just me. Not saying I'd do it, but if you told me I'd had to have a redneck haircut, I'd rather grow a Joe Dirt mullet. Everyone try a $5 busted fade. If me and John Cena do $5 busted fades, we must be right. Then again, Cena stopped. He actually grew his hair out because of Hollywood. Boo. He looks weird with his hair grown out. It just, no. Cena growing his hair out just looks weird. Weird. What, a bowl cut? Messi doesn't have a bowl cut anymore. Messi doesn't have a bowl cut anymore. It's not 2010. The shape, so the current haircut, figured. I was just saying. I'm thinking about getting myself a buzz cut because barbers are charging $50 around here. Damn. The new stadium for NYCFC will be at Willets Point next to Citi Field, Queens, New York. I think that part of the land we were awarded for the stadium is currently occupied. Yeah. You think Undertaker would beat Godzilla? Probably. I don't know how, but he probably would. 69th minute. Uruguay crossed in, headed away. 70th minute. Save. Big save by Ati Ziggy. 70th minute. 20 more to go. It's about 75 over against South Korea, Portugal. 76. '71st minute. '71st minute. What did the Japanese do to you? Public contaminated junkyards, car repair shops. Taylor told him put some weird shit on his stories, lol. I can't judge him. Is it unprofessional? Yes, but I'd be asked if I judged. So I'm not judging. Is it weird that a 40-some-year-old man is putting shit like that on his stories? Yeah. That's the one thing I can question, but that's one thing I can say, but men are men. Men do what men do. I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's good that the affordable housing is being built first, then the stadium. As it honestly should be. Abdul Samed and Williams, Iñaki Williams and Abdul Samed are coming off for Kire and Semenyo, which is 4 subs, 1 more sub, and 1 window for Ghana. So 1, 2, 3, so 2 and 1. 2 and 1 window for Uruguay, 1 and 1 window for Ghana. '73rd minute. Poor Germans. Nah. You love to see it. You love to see the Germans get owned. So that's how you... CDF in Germany still cries at the fact they aren't in the World Cup anymore. Pop me some popcorn. I just don't like... I'm not a German fan. Besides, Japan had to win to get through. So in some sort of way, it was personal. 74th minute. I mean, geez, I didn't want the U.S. to be the only team I had left that I actually was rooting for. Because all CONCACAF's gone. Japan was almost gone until they freaking won. Well, drawing, I think they still would have went through at that point. But, 1-1 Korea, Portugal, 82nd minute. I appreciate good football when they've been so bad in the last few years. They more than deserve it. Think you're talking about Germany? Because Japan don't play bad football. I don't know what you're saying. '75th minute. Voting Facundo Torres says, win vote. They're not going to do it. Even though they're up 2-0 and pretty much dominating, they're not going to do it. I'd love for them to do it. They're not going to do it. So I shouldn't have listened. I shouldn't have listened to that guy who was saying Spain needs seasoning. I guess I second guessed myself for the first time in God knows how long. When somebody's saying, you know, Spain needs seasoning, Germany's probably the one to get out of this group out of the European nations. And I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Now that you're explaining it, I was already second guessing myself. And then that man was like, you know, now that you're explaining it, my thoughts were, now that you're explaining it, you know what? I can see it. I should have never second guessed myself. No Facundo. Point is, if you want me to second guess myself, catch me in a moment of weakness when I'm already second guessing myself and freaking talk me through it and give me Give me a, what is it called? A good over the top, a good argument, and I'll probably second guess myself. It normally doesn't happen a lot, but I'll tell you that right now. If I'm already second guessing myself and you pop up and say, you know what, you sell the side that I'm already second guessing myself on, I'll probably flip. I'm just saying. It's possible. Normally, people don't make a good argument. Do you like Burger King or McDonald's? McDonald's. Hell, Hardee's is better than Burger King, if I'm being honest. / Carl's Jr., if you have those. Yep. 4 for Tunes is hilarious. I see. Hungary and Germany's a nice combo. Didn't think. Dad joke quality. McDonald's way better. What's wrong with Burger King? I just prefer McDonald's over Burger King. And I also prefer Hardee's over Burger King. / Carl's Jr., if that's what you have. Burger King's not high on my list. Hell, I also... Nice. I also, I like Culver's more. Culver's, that's a good... Those burgers are actually really damn good. Again, Carl's Jr., same thing as Hardee's, but it's still pretty good. I still like Culver's. Shot past the post by Ghana. They're running out of time. Culver's is a damn good restaurant. That's more Midwestern, but that's a really good hamburger place. But it's like, it seems like it's more fresh made, not frozen, but it's still really good. They also have those concretes. So those are good. But for me, McDonald's, Hardee's / Carl's Jr., Culver's, White Castle / Crystals, but Crystals is way better than White Castle. But again, I have to deal with what I got. If I ever go back to the South, though, I will definitely eat a couple Crystals for lunch. I'm not missing out on that. Arrasqueta and Nunez off for Gomez and Canobio. Nope, no Facundo Torres. 86 minute in for Portugal. Rory Rogers guy. Is that a New York thing? I like DQ as well. I like Dairy Queen as well, but not really for the burgers. It's more chicken strips and the chili cheese fries, but I like DQ. I like DQ. Yeah, Burger King's not on my list. I don't hate Jack Harlow. I just don't like his music. I don't vibe with his music. And I thought he was sort of losing his hype because of Young Gravy. That's all I said. But I don't vibe with Jack Harlow's music. It's not the type of rap, if I do listen to rap, it's not the type I listen to. And past the post. Besides, I mean, most rap nowadays is not something I vibe with. I mean, I don't even like Young Gravy's music either, but huge save by Roche. Corner kick. But I don't hate Jack Harlow. I don't hate him as a person, and I don't really hate his music. I just don't vibe with it. I do listen to a lot of country music, yes. And Billy Joel. I do like metal. I like rock. It was on there as well, alternative metal. I do like rap, but it's more like the mid 2000s, late 90s, mid 2000s, early 2010s stuff. And maybe I like some from nowadays, but it's few and far between. Garbo meat quality. Respect Arby's. North Carolina. Garbo meat quality at Arby's. Why are we hating on Arby's? 82nd minute. 5 minutes S. Huh. Young Gravy was likable at first. Now it's uncreative garbage for 15-year-olds. I mean, hey, he's getting his bag. So I mean, I didn't even like his music first anyway. So he's getting his bag. I can't hate. Hey yo, hey, police! Hey! What part of the game is this? Wait, what? There you go. It's all good. '83rd minute. Speaking of music, I actually liked the BTS World Cup song. Dreamers, it actually ain't too bad. I'm surprised. I'm saying that. I'm not a full-on BTS army like John Cena is. But that song Dreamers isn't too bad. It ain't too bad. I still won't listen to any more BTS's music, but the song Dreamers ain't too bad. South Korea's winning. South Korea is winning. 2-1. South Korea in the 90th minute. Kim Moon-hwan. Son Heung-min gets the ball. And Hwang Hee-chan scores in the 91st minute. Oh boy. Which would mean South Korea's got 4 points, 0 goal differential, and more goals scored. Roy Rogers, yep. Oh my days. It's goal Korea, but an offside check. 90+1. Uruguay would have to score again, right? Wow. 85th minute. So no Suarez after today? Possibly. Suarez is about to cry. Goal. Suarez is about to cry. South Korea's in second on goals scored. And they know. Onside goal. Oh boy. Uruguay might just win and it won't even matter. They need another goal. At the very least, they need another goal. They need another goal. On goal differential, they need to score and not allow another. Uruguay needs another goal. Uruguay needs another goal. Hanato on a bench, but it's okay. His hair didn't move. 2-1, Korea versus Portugal. 90+3. Uruguay has to find another goal. And they got about 4 minutes plus stoppage time to do it. And if Ghana scores, they're screwed. Please, Portugal, just this once. How much stoppage time over there? 6 minutes added. They got 3. Bring Facundo on for the winner. There's no more subs for Uruguay. They've already used all of them. Sebastian Coates gets a yellow card. Kamadine Soleimanda. Well, technically, if Uruguay gets that point, my group will be perfect for Group H. So, I'd rather be Uruguay getting the goal. That's me. I like Uruguay, just not Luis Suarez, says Pepita Chips. Reggae, soca, calypso, jazz. I like reggae and soca and calypso and jazz. I agree. That's some good music. Uruguay has about 3 minutes plus stoppage time to find another goal. Throw in. Throwing for Uruguay. 88th minute, and Suarez is crying. Suarez is crying. I honestly feel sorry for Suarez. I honestly feel sorry for him. If Ghana scores, Uruguay will be out. Uruguay, 88th minute. Canobio. Cavani. Switches the play. Header. Over the bar. Opti Ziggy with a big save. Offside. But damn, Opti Ziggy. Yeah, Cavani was off. Runs in the hand of Opti Ziggy. Did he land on his neck? Oh, Scorpion. Damn. Oh. If you watch Ridiculousness, you'll get that. He scorpioned himself. No way. Opti Ziggy scorpioned himself on that save. Damn. Somebody needs to teach him how to take a bump. Somebody needs to teach him how to do a flat back bump. That would have been a lot better than what he did there. 89th minute. He flipped onto his neck, yeah. That don't feel good, I could say that much. We're into the 96th minute for South Korea, Portugal. South Korea, Portugal. Throw in. 2-1, 2-1. Wow. Bernardo Silva. Throw in. 90th minute. We're into stoppage time. 8 minutes. Uruguay has 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Full time. Full time. Over for Portugal versus South Korea. 2-1. Two to one full time South Korea. South Korea could be through, but Uruguay just has to score a goal. They got 7 minutes. Uruguay, 7 minutes to score a goal. 2-1, South Korea as it stands, second place. Seven minutes to go. Uruguay looking for a goal. Don't need this. On Uruguay's hands now. One goal gets them through. Header on, cleared. 6 minutes. Uruguay fighting. Portugal will finish first in Group H, though. Portugal will finish first. Portugal will advance first place. That is the only thing that's obvious. Portugal is through in first. Here comes Uruguay. No penalty! No penalty! No penalty! None. 0. Zilch. Goal kick. No penalty. And Uruguay is furious. Uruguay is furious. Let me see this. Cavani going to get the ball. Push down in the ball. That should be a penalty. Oh my word. That should be a penalty. That should be a penalty. What? Wow. No. 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 And they won't go to VAR. Free kick. Free kick for Uruguay. And they're going to have them take the free kick. That's a clear pen. Oh, if Uruguay gets knocked out, they're going to be mad. Can they use this to look at that penalty? Nope. I mean, I guess they can. Plays over the top. Save Atizigi, goal kick. Getting into the last 4 minutes. Halfway through stoppage time, Uruguay just got jobbed. They legitimately just got jobbed. I mean, they still would have to score it, but they just got jobbed. I think Uruguay just got jobbed. Ghana will not go through. But Uruguay, if they score a goal, still can. Varela gives it up. That was not great. Not great. Shot blocked away. Imagine Virgil van Dijk getting nutmegged by Tyler Adams. That would be hilarious. Here we go. Here's a chance. There's a lot of space. Shot. Save by Atizigi. Corner. Corner. 3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go. Fede Valverde gives it up. Corner. 3 more minutes. Results hold. Portugal wins Group H. South Korea the runner-up. Portugal win the group no matter what. That's not the problem. Diego Forlan's stressing. I bet he is. Oh, that was a bad header. That did not turn out well. World Cup's been ridiculous. Yep. It's been amazing. Get it to Cavani. Ghana might just take to the corner. Go, 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 go. Canobio plays over and heads it straight back, but it's right back to midfield. They can still break. 96th minute. 96th minute. Good run in. If you're rooting for South Korea or Ghana, that was a great run forward to get back to it. Fede Valverde. Cavani. Cross in, past the post. No, it's a goal kick. This German ref. Nope, it was kicked by Coates. It was kicked by Coates. Just made it not so obvious as to. Cristiano played the worst. Ranking says 4.9. Cristiano might be washed, and I hate to see it. He might be washed. Oh, my word. We're about to go completely off the rails. Portugal will be just fine. It doesn't matter. They're through anyway. That's the one thing we know. And Ghana's going to make 2 subs. They're going to waste some time. Kudus is off. And Ghana's going to waste time. They're going to end Uruguay's chances. 10. 4.9 out of 10. Isahaku is on. They're legitimately going to ruin Uruguay's chances. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Uruguay has to find something. Varela with a throw-in. Plays it back to Roche. 1 goal, and they should have had that penalty. They should have had that penalty, but they did not. They got jobbed. Ati Ziggy gets to it. Goal kick, and that'll probably do it. Doesn't matter. Goal differential isn't there for him. And that will mean Uruguay will goal kick. 98th minute. Goal kick for Roche. Should have played the ball on the ground, but doesn't matter. Foul! Free kick! Free kick! Free kick! There's going to be a free kick. Uruguay has a chance here. Who's their best free kick striker? Alidou Seydou will miss the next match if Ghana qualifies for 26 with that yellow card. He'll miss the first match of 26 if they make it. Ghana. Who's their best free kick striker? Uruguay has to take this. Late drama. Uruguay scores. They are through. They miss. It's over. It's like, it's not a penalty. It's a free kick, but they need their best free kick striker. De La Cruz. Nicolas De La Cruz. They're going to go with him. Long free kick. Shot right to Ati Ziggy. De La Cruz. De La Cruz. Blew it, and it's full time. Uruguay win 2-0, but it's not enough. South Korea goes through on goals scored. That's ref is blind and a scam. They should have had a penalty earlier. Cavani gets a yellow card. And Uruguay got jobbed, and rightfully so. Or they're angry because they rightfully so angry because they got jobbed. They should have had a penalty earlier in stoppage time. And if they scored it, they'd be through right now. Uruguay's out. They feel jobbed, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Not one bit. Which means Ghana finishes 4th. Ghana is eliminated, finishing 4th with 3 points. 3rd place is Uruguay on 4 points. Lost on goals scored. They scored less goals than South Korea, who backs their way through the group with 4 points and 1 more goal scored than Uruguay. Portugal and South Korea advance. Portugal gets 6 points. South Korea advances on 4 with an extra goal scored. Uruguay eliminated with 4 points and 2 goals scored. South Korea scored 3 through the tournament. Ghana, 4th on 3rd point. 3 points. That's where it is. Group G to end after this. Portugal and South Korea are through. They backed their way through the group. Ain't that crazy? With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you later today for a group stage recap and knockout stage predictions. And I'll definitely also be guesting on at least one show for knockout predictions and maybe two, depending on what today is, depending on what goes on today. So it's going to be a busy day, but I'll see you later today in a good couple, in about 4 hours. About 4 hours. Or at least that's when the video will be up. My knockout stage predictions, group stage review, about 4 hours it should be out. Because we have 1 hour in between matches, 2 hours for the match, an hour to record. Should be about 4 hours. But I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, South Korea. Congratulations, Portugal. Commiserations, Uruguay. Commiserations, Ghana. Still will enjoy the Brazil match, but just by myself. But with that being said, there you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.